What is up? It is Ghost, and we are here with Team 5 out of 32 for our NFL evaluations. Let's fucking get into it. It's time for the Chicago fucking Bears. Let's just jump right in to their draft. And they drafted Khalil Mack. Sort of. Got Khalil Mack from the Raiders, so, didn't have a lot of draft picks at all. They got David Montgomery, running back out of Iowa State. That was a good pick. That's a solid pick. And you know what? When you don't really have draft picks, getting a guy like a running back, because so many running backs are talented, man. They really are. And, you never know if you're going to hit on a pretty decent one. So, got Riley Ridley, wide receiver out of Georgia. And that is the brother of Calvin Ridley. But, that's a good pick, man. Like, I don't really know too much about Georgia football per se. Like, I didn't watch all the games. I did watch him play, though, in several games, and he seemed really good. So, awesome fourth-round pick. I didn't know he went there. Cool, man. You got Duke Shelley, corner out of Kansas State. Good. Kareth White, running back out of Florida in the 7th round. And Stefan Denmark, corner out of Valdosta State. Have to get into this. Okay, so let's see. Converted wide receiver, 6'3", 212. Yikes, that is huge. Okay, so they just got him for practice squad, and fuck, a 6'3" corner. Sometimes you just gotta say fuck it, right? All right, let's get into it. We got Allen Robinson, we got Trey Burton, got Anthony Miller, Riley Ridley, Taylor Gabriel, Adam Shaheen, Cordell Patterson. Those are all the weapons. Those are wide receivers. Those are tight ends. Trey Burton and Shaheen are the tight ends I listed. In case that was a little confusing. I'm a little confused. I'm a little buzzed. We're talking about the fucking Bears. Good. I am looking at this, and so Riley Ridley might have a big role to play. Because you look at it, you got Allen Robinson, you got Taylor Gabriel, awesome. You got Anthony Miller, cool. And then it's Ridley. He has to be next. Cordell Patterson is he's fine. But you know what? Riley Ridley might get some cool playing time this year, man. That's awesome. I like when young guys get playing time. It's good. You got running backs. You got Tariq Cohen. You got David Montgomery. You got Mike Davis. Cool. Tariq Cohen, I like him a lot as a running back. And then, you drafted a running back, David Montgomery. You got Mike Davis. I think their running game is going to be just fine. Here's the question. Mitch Trubisky, and then you got Chase Daniel behind him. Long-time vet. But Trubisky's the guy. But is he the long-term guy? They made the playoffs, and it was kind of like all is forgiven for anything Trubisky's done. I don't like him very much. He's not, I don't think he's an exciting player. I don't think he's a great quarterback yet. That doesn't mean he can't be. Quarterback's definitely a position where you can get, the more you do it, the better you get. The better players around you, obviously. The better everything. Better line, better everything. So, yeah, Trubisky's the question mark on this offense, I think. The wide receivers staying healthy as well is a big key, obviously. But, because they're not very deep at wide receiver at all. And then you get to... Now, the Bears are like, okay, offense, get 2 touchdowns and we'll try to win the fucking game. So you got Akeem Hicks, you got Eddie Goldman, you got Bilal Nichols? Yeah, why did I want to say Nichols? It's Nichols, obviously. Yikes. Why did I think it was NY? Wow. Anyway, I'm sorry. Then we got Khalil Mack, Danny Trevathan, Roquan Smith, Leonard Floyd. And then you got Aaron Lynch and Nick Kwiatkowski as your tackles, linebackers, because Khalil Mack is not going to rush the quarterback, but, listed as an outside linebacker, but, basically just going ape shit rush on the quarterback every play because he's a fucking beast. So, I mean, that is stacked, that is stout, that is probably the best in the NFL as far as, like, the front end of the defense as you can get. Got Kyle Fuller, who's a great corner. You got Prince. Dude, I've been drinking, and Prince, like, it is what it is. And then, they don't have a lot of corners listed here. I think that, the site I use for the depth charts isn't fully updated, but, we're gonna rock and roll with it. Because Kevin Tolliver's listed. So, Kevin Tolliver, you're in the fucking game, man. Awesome. Yeah, somebody half-assed this for sure. Got Eddie Jackson, Clinton Dix. That's not the guy's name, it's the way it's written here. But, you look at that. Fuller, Jackson, Dix, Prince. That's pretty solid, man. This defense doesn't really have a weak spot. I'd say maybe like slot corner if you're looking at it. But it looks like you don't really need it if you're rocking with, Mack, Trevathan, Smith, Floyd. Like, you don't really need a ton of DBs on the field. So the ones that they have that are going to be on the field for most of the time are going to be great. Awesome. Cool, man. I wish they didn't do great just because we have their draft pick next year. But if you're a Bears fan, you got to be fucking stoked, man. Let's get into this. Win, loss, count along with me because I fucking forgot the last one. And Jacksonville might have ended up with an extra game. I don't know. Home against Packers. That's 1-0, starting off the season right. At Denver, 2-0. Redskins, 3-0. Vikings in Chicago, 4-0. Raiders, Jesus Christ, 4-1. No, I'm kidding. 5-0. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna preface this because we're at the bye week, so we have the time to talk. If I say, like, the Bears are gonna beat the Vikings in week 4, and then in the Vikings video I change it, I'm not writing this down, I'm not staring at it, I'm not studying it. I'm giving you first impressions, first opinions, honesty, because it is what it is. And so, not everything's going to work out perfectly. It's just my first impression. I see it, I'm like, okay, alright, that's what it is. Saints at home. Man, this is a rough stretch here. You have the bye week, you got the Saints at home, Chargers at home, Eagles on the road. So we started off 5-0 as the Bears. After that stretch, Saints, Chargers, Eagles, we're going 6-2. So lose 2, win 1, take your pick. If you're a Chargers fan, they lost to the Chargers. If you're a Saints fan, they lost to, and so forth. Lions bring it up to 7-2. At the Rams, 7-3. Home Giants, 8-3. At the Lions, 8-4. Uh-oh. Cowboys. That's a tough one to predict because their whole organization's kind of a mess right now. We'll go 9-4. At Green Bay, 9-5. Chiefs, 9-6. Uh-oh. It's okay. Finish off against the Vikings. I don't think the Vikings are a pushover, but 10-6. It started off really easy, and I was looking at their schedule, and I was like, fuck, man. Because I'm not saying the Packers are trash, but I don't think they're where they are at all. I think they're going to have a serious problem with this division. And the Vikings, I think, are good, but I think the Bears' defense is just going to smother them, even though they have great wide receivers. Quarterback's an issue. We'll see. You got the Redskins. There's some question marks there. Broncos, question marks. Raiders, question marks. So you could potentially start 4-1 or 5-0. If you start worse than that as the Bears, you're going to have some serious fucking problems. Because you got a bye week. Then you got the Saints at home. Chargers at home. That's fine. It's still in October, though, so you don't really get that crazy, like, oh, shit, we're in -5 in the snow. We're the Bears, and the Chargers are coming from LA. Now it's in October. It's not... Then you're on the road at the Eagles. You got the Lions, Rams, So you got the Saints, Chargers, Eagles, Rams in 4 weeks. That is a very tough ask. You got the Giants, Lions again. Any divisional game is not a gimme. I don't care if you're 0-14 and 14-0. If it's a divisional game, it's not a fucking gimme. Ask anybody, they will tell you that. You got the Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Vikings. That is a very tough way to end it too. Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Vikings, and that's at both your division rivals. That's at Green Bay, that's in Minnesota. And then, man, that is a tough ask. This is a very hard schedule, but I say 10-6 just because I see them winning the division personally. You know, but it's going to be tough. It's not going to be a gimme. I think it's between them and the Vikings. But you look at the Vikings, quarterback questions. You look at the Lions, just kind of questions across the board. People are really underestimating the Lions. I don't think they'll be horrific. I could be terribly wrong. That's my opinion. The Packers, I don't think are going to have a great season. I have nothing against the Packers, personally. Like, you know, like, honestly, I don't. But I don't know. I think the Bears have it, and I think 10-6 is a solid record to win a very hard division and a very hard schedule. And especially the way the schedule's grouped, too, because if you kind of go easy, tough, easy, tough, easy, tough, you know, but this is like, easy game, a few easy games, and like 4 in a row of tough, so we'll see, but 10-6 for the Bears. Good job, Chicago. You made the playoffs, and you hurt my heart a little bit because you made the draft pick not as good for the Raiders. But good luck, Bears. Good luck, Khalil Mack. I love Khalil Mack. He's an amazing guy. Amazing, amazing, amazing to watch. And that defense is going to be fun to watch. So, without further ado, that's 5 down. Let's get on to number 6.